Yes, greetings.
Greetings, Inspector. So, now where exactly do you come from?
My home planet is called Kaya Clash, and it's a beautiful place. At least it was. I am unfortunately the last of the Infinity Knights, so it's very sad. I mean, if I had emotions, I would be sad about it.
Tell us a bit more about Booth.
Well, Red is my constant companion. She's been with me since I became an official Infinity Knight, and she's got a little bit of an attitude sometimes, but but we get along mostly. She takes me where I need to go, and some people say that you choose your time machine, but really, the Red chose me. I feel, and sometimes I feel like I probably could have chosen better, but you deal with the hand you're given, right?
Absolutely. So, you have companions that go with you?
My associates, you mean?
Yes, your associates. Now, how exactly do you go about choosing one of them?
Choosing one's associate is really an important thing because they are probably one of the most important aspects of my journey. However, they tend to die. Reaching a balance between that, you must find someone who's very important to you, but also that you'd be okay with them dying eventually and fairly frequently. So as far as choosing them, well, I need someone. I like humanity. I like humans quite a bit, and I think I always choose someone who has heart and who has passion and who has a kindness to them, because those are things that I don't have. So it's important to have those around just to keep me humble.
So now why do you have this affinity for Earth?
I don't know. It's just so cute, right? It's like a baby puppy. It's so helpless, and they really just don't know anything about anything. And so, not only does it make me feel better about myself, but one can't just you just want to take care of them and snuggle them. And so, to be honest, there are lots of bullies out there in the universe, and many of them like to pick on Earth just because it is so helpless. Well, that's a problem with me. I mean, it is my sworn duty to protect the innocent, so how much more innocent can you get than Earth, right?
So, going back to the idea of your bullies, you've encountered a lot of different alien races.
Oh, yes.
What have been some of your favorites?
Favorites? Well, favorites is an interesting word. I mean, do you mean races that I like? Or
Yeah,
races
we'll go with that
or
one.
races that I've particularly liked vanquishing?
Ooh.
Because vanquishing can be fun. I mean, not fun in a ha-ha way, but fun in a challenging, this is a good workout kind of way.
So let's start with the vanquishing one.
Well, I can tell you a race that I don't like, and that's the Contrary Canaries. They are probably the most annoying thorns in my side, and all they do is disagree with you. They really, and they're the easiest. They're the easiest villains to vanquish. And circuit chaps are a mystery to me. Circuit chaps are suddenly very, very strong in their population and in their intelligence. And they didn't used to be. They used to be glorified vacuum cleaners. But as far as how they've gotten to this stage where they are intent on dominating the galaxy, well, that's a mystery that I'm going to have to investigate myself. And then, of course, there's the Invisible Eaters, and I think that I see them quite a bit, but obviously I don't. And the Snarling Lions are very dangerous, and you can never be too sure how an adventure is going to turn out if you encounter a Snarling Lion.
Now, in that maybe rare moment where you can have a little bit of downtime, what is something that the inspector likes to do?
Well, downtime, like time between fleeing.
I think that would qualify.
Well, I have a little apartment in Sussex, and I keep that up through the through the centuries, and it's actually an old building, and I've maintained it, and it's rent controlled, so I really only pay £2 a month, and I keep that money under the front stoop, and all I do is every time I need a rest, I just park the booth out front and go on in, and of course I don't have room in the booth for any sort of bed or chair or anything like that, so that's why I have an apartment.
I know you like to flee sometimes.
Oh yes.
So do you do a lot of cardio?
Well, in order to do cardio, one must have a cardiovascular system, and as I have no hearts, that doesn't really do me any good. So I reject the premise of the question.
So you have a little tool that you always carry around with you, this little optic pocket knife.
Yes, yes. Although don't call it little; it's sensitive.
Okay, this very manly-sized optic pocket knife.
Now, so it is the most versatile and useful tool in existence.
So where did you come up with the idea for that?
Well, I didn't invent it. It's a standard issue for all Infinity Knights, and just it only happens that I'm in the last of the Infinity Knights, so I'm the only one that has one. They are constructed by, I believe, a company called Wiga Chronoworks, and they construct them out of a dying star. Is the power source, and they are constructed actually in two different times simultaneously, and that is how they become so very special and rare.
Inspector, I have one more question for you.
Yes.
So you are the 11th Inspector.
Correct. Correct. Well, I'm the 11th metamorphosis of myself, this form. So there are other inspectors, or there were before they all died.
So are there any regenerations or anything like that you're...
How many times can I metamorphose?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't see how there would be a limit. Well, how ridiculous would that be if you can change your form at will, but you can only do it a certain number of times? That must be the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
So what kind of I don't know, a range that can happen in metamorphosis? I mean, is it more, it's like your hat might change, or you get a different overcoat, or what?
Oh heavens, no! I've changed my form and my gender completely. If you look back at some of my previous incarnations, there's been a black inspector, there's been a female inspector. That was interesting because I actually got married to a guy who then I had to have some very awkward conversations with.
Well, Inspector, I thank you for your time.
Ah, brilliant! Thank you.